today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles was their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their quarterback. In his second season now from Oklahoma, it's Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 68 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success. And we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they'll be let out by their veteran quarterback in season number 16 of the NFL. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, when he lacks at big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Damian Williams, the ball carrier, taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line, Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fitzpatrick now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? On the handoff, it's Mack. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's a gain of 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cole Beasley, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fitzpatrick again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose?
To get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Murray, and he rifles one incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7, Colts 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He was brought down at the...
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 23 carries, 133 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
From the 45 on second down, Fitzpatrick. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Powerful running. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain
well,
of
as
10.
we've learned over the years, just mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Damian Williams on the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
21 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Vikings 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16-yard pickup. First down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but
they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Jordan Hicks, third in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
On second down, Kamara.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
On the carry.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings 35.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson.
Murray's pass.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Murray. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over.
And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
An 8-yard pickup.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He hits Beasley right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Number 17.
Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Last week over the Packers. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again.
Hot throw. Ryan.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
5-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Minnesota.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Fitzpatrick. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here comes the Indianapolis refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Kamara, again, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brings up 3rd.
Operating from the gun. Murray. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
No good.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Williams on the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Christian Kirksey.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
It's third down.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Fitzpatrick's
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, Fitzpatrick. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ryan Fitzpatrick sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Fitzpatrick.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Colts 10.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
When they got off the field on third down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
They run it again with Kamara. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
Logan.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at third and a few inches. And Wilson has it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Murray looks to throw again. Second and 10. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, C.D. Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another. Colts.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And on the left side here, Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return is Hines. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
He was taken down by
this defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Now he's going to go deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
They go right back to Mack.
Colts 9-yard line.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cole Beasley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
They run, it's Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And this one's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
It's 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth, and it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.